Hey, this is Dave at housebearings.com. Today we're going to go ahead and unpack and use our new drywall sander. YATTICH sent it to us to try out and review, and so we'll go ahead and do that for you. We're in the midst of a drywall project right now, and so this couldn't be a better tool to try out because drywall sanding is indeed a chore. Okay, you can see it's pretty compact, which is nice. This whole thing, this is probably about 2 foot long box, and it all folds down, and it's designed to be that way. So what we get in the box here is a hose. Oh, right, and so here's comes with a set of gloves. And then there's like a little tool kit, screwdriver, some extra O-rings there to seal the hose, Allen wrench, and this spring is if you want to lock the head, will provide additional tension and keep it from flopping around if you so desire. Yeah, they've really got a whole bunch of spare parts there as well, which that's nice. So you don't have to worry about if something breaks on you, you've got a few replacements. Looks like it's foldable. That'll help storage when we're all done for sure. All right, so the handle itself swings out there, and that's the head, and it's on a swivel, that's really nice. The flexible head makes it go at any kind of useful angle there, so that looks like it's got about a 90-degree flexibility to it. So you can sand the wall or the ceiling. It starts off in this configuration, and it has a latch right here. This foldable handle is really nice because it's going to make it a lot easier to store. And that simple latch there does the trick. It's not too hard to do, and looks like it's adjustable. And that fits together pretty well. Well, that's simple to put together. That looks like that's a carrying bag right there. And this looks like the dust bag. And it comes with a pack of 2 packs. It's an assortment pack. So 240, 180, 150, 120, 180. So 2 packs of the sanding pads. We'll have to check online and make sure we can get more of these. It comes with a little instruction manual, but I'd say just looking at this, it's going to be pretty simple to use. Just the general feel of it, I can hold it with one hand, but it does have a little bit of heft to it. You can see the head swivels nicely. The brushes are fairly even, and they should contact, as I look at it this way, you can see how the brushes hang down further than the pad, the Velcro pad itself, so that they'll hopefully contain the dust within that area so it can be vacuumed up. The holes there will allow the vacuuming of the dust. Comes through this hose, through the handle, and then we've got this extension. So it's a tight fit to begin with. So looks like that goes on pretty tight. Got a strap to hold it. We'll see how that works. And then this just fits in there. You know what this looks like it's missing is a snap connector on, oh, there it is. Sweet, okay. So on either side, they have these connectors. These connectors here have ends on them. And that end right there is going to go into that end of the female fitting. There's one on either side. And so there's one here, and there's one on this other side as well. Press on either side, on this side and this side. There's a place to hold it, and just snap it in. There you go. Turn it, snaps right in. All right, so you can see fully assembled. It's pretty large. Before we turn it on, this handle is good for just kind of steadying it because it's head heavy. There's a lot of weight up in the front here. And so this helps be able to lift it up. These ceilings are close to 10 feet tall, so it's easily making it there. Definitely has a lot of reach to it. If you need to take a lot off, say you're new to drywalling and you need to take a lot off, well then you can go ahead and use the 80 grit. But the higher the number, the finer the pad. This is the 80 and this is the 180. When you zoom in, you can see how rough that is right there compared to this one right here, how fine that is. And this isn't the finest. This is only 180 and you can go to 240. So this is for removing a lot of material and this is for removing less, per revolution. Put on the pad. We just want to make sure that we line up the holes on the pad with the holes on the sandpaper. Probably the best way to do it is just bend it like this and just line up holes on opposite sides. So we'll line up one right there and one. So I'm lining up that hole and this hole, and then when you lay it down, they're all good. We did not attach the spring to this right now because I want it to be able to float like that and just see how it goes. There's a suction adjustment right here, and then right here is the speed adjustment for the rotation. We'll start out right in the middle to see how it goes. And that's the locking button once you turn it on to lock the speed, so you don't have to mess with that. The trigger has a lock on it so that you can basically turn it on and let it run, and without having to hold the trigger the whole time. It has 7 different speed levels to it, so that variable speed will make it nice. All right, that's pretty easy to use. We'll get a close-up here to show you how it's working. That worked out really well. And that was super easy. Took that ridge right off. All right, so this dust bag is meant to be it's meant so that you could put it over your shoulder if you want to. I'd just rather have it dragging on the ground. Just one less thing to worry about. But it's not heavy enough to really matter. You can see there's a little dust there on the ground. So it's not completely dust free, but if you were doing that by hand, it'd be all over me and all over the floor. I'd say it's probably getting 90% of the dust, no problem. All right, so we'll give it a try on the ceiling just to show you how it would work up there. So as far as performance goes, I'd say this thing does a really good job. It does a smooth job. The rotating disc makes a very even surface. I'd say the speed of this is probably its best attribute in that you can see how big that pad is. The one drawback I see is just its weight. When you're holding it above your head like this, it would probably be better to try to keep your arms closer to your body to manage that, because it does have quite a bit of weight to it. There are lighter tools to use, but the payoff is you're going to get it done faster with this. So that's I guess that's going to be a personal preference thing. I'd rather be done quicker and get a good arm workout than take a long time with just a hand sanding pad or something similar like that. When you're looking at it, with all of this length, it seems unwieldy, but this is light as air. And this part of the machine is very light. It's just this that's heavy. And then, so that comes apart, and then putting this away, that's it. That is nice and compact. Just throw that anywhere. That's a plus for sure. So there you can see the light. The button for the light is right here. And even in this space right here, that's remarkable. That really does help when you're trying to see the workspace. Boy, I would probably use that all the time. This has two big windows in this room, but boy, it makes a big difference in what you're able to see by having the light on. That's a super huge plus to making sure you got the sanding done that you wanted to get done. We'll give it a shot with the light on. Yeah, that light is cool. You can see your work so much better with it on. I would probably always use it on. You'll be able to, there'll be no guessing about how smooth you got it. When you have the light on, the light lets you see if you've left any sanding marks in the drywall. And so that's really good to be able to see fine detail as you're trying to get a finish sand on that mud. Well, as you can see, this is just one room of several in this house that we have yet to do. I think this tool is going to come in real handy for us. It does keep the dust down to a minimum. Now, I wore dark on purpose just as an example, so they would show up if I'm covered in drywall dust, and I'm really not. There's some on the floor, and that's par for the course, but overall, this gets most of the dust. Does a good job on the sanding, and when you're all done, your arms will be stronger. It does give you a good arm workout. Hope this video helps. If you got anything out of it, give us a thumbs up. It means a lot to us. It does help our channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. We've got lots more videos coming. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.